Talk about cost averaging or averaging down your costs when you are investing, especially now because when it comes to crypto, Bitcoin for one, Bitcoin hit 104. Y'all want to say, well, let me go ahead and jump on this wave. That shit dropped all the way back down to $96,000, and y'all start selling it off at a loss. That is where you go wrong. But I'm not going to use Bitcoin because I'm doing something a little easy to calculate in my head. So when you are averaging down your costs, this is just basically saying that you bought something at one price point and then you bought some more when it went up or when it went down. So I'm gonna give you guys a good example. How can I put it? So let's just say you buy a company stock and it was $10 per share when you bought it. You bought 10 shares, okay, 10 shares, and that's what, $100. So a month go by, the stock drops 50%. It drops to $5 per share. You instead of selling off at a loss, you say, okay, well, I know what this stock is going to do. I know it's going back up. So I'm going to buy some more. So you buy 10 more shares at $5 per share, and that's what, $50. So that's what 650 $7.50 per share. Now, let me get that's where the averaging part comes in. It's not going to show on your back end or whatever your brokerage is that you bought 10 shares at $10 and then 10 shares at $5. No, it's going to average that $10 and that $5 down with those 20 shares that you now have, and your investment cost per share will now be $7.50. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna put it down somewhere, like list out what I just explained. But it does not show two different price points of when you invest it. It simply averages down those 10 shares you bought at $10, those 10 shares you bought at 5, and now that you have 20 shares, it has averaged down your initial investment cost per share to $7.50. And I hope that makes sense. If it don't, y'all gonna have to go to YouTube and keep it explaining because my brain already overloaded.